In the chaos of war, where fire meets armor and technology drives survival, one machine has consistently shaped the battlefield: the tank. And when it comes to armored warfare, few nations have pushed the limits like the United States. Today, we're diving deep into the incredible journey of American tanks, from their humble beginnings in the muddy trenches of World War I to the futuristic battlefield of the 21st century. This is the revolution of American tanks. First World War I. The first steel steps. World War I was a grim awakening for modern warfare. As Europe was torn apart by trench battles, the British and French developed early tanks to break the stalemates. America, late to join the war in 1917, didn't field tanks in combat, but they knew what was coming. The M1917 Light Tank was America's first tank, a licensed copy of the French Renault FT, equipped with a 37mm gun, or a machine gun, depending on the variant. It was slow, underpowered, and never saw combat during the war. But it marked the U.S. Army's first foray into armored vehicles. After the war, funding cuts and political indifference almost killed tank development. But visionaries like General George S. Patton and Dwight Eisenhower, then young officers, believed in the future of armored warfare. Second World War II. The Sherman takes the spotlight. When World War II broke out, the U.S. quickly learned the importance of tanks. After early setbacks with light tanks like the M3 Stuart and M3 Lee, the military needed something better. Enter the M4 Sherman. The M4 Sherman was America's most produced tank during World War II. Nearly 50,000 units rolled off the assembly line. It featured a 75mm gun, a 5-man crew, and a balance of speed, mobility, and ease of repair. Against German Tigers and Panthers, the Sherman often struggled in one-on-one combat, but its real power was in numbers, tactics, and logistics. The U.S. could outproduce its enemies, keep tanks in the field longer, and overwhelm with combined arms tactics. Later variants like the Sherman Firefly, British modified, and the 76mm M4A3E8 added more punch. But World War II taught America a key lesson: superior production isn't enough. You need superior firepower and armor too. 3. Cold War. Patton's armored legacy. Post-war tensions gave rise to the Cold War, and with it, the arms race extended to tanks. The U.S. introduced a series of tanks named after Patton: the M46, M47, M48, and M60. These tanks featured thicker armor, bigger guns, up to 105mm, and advanced fire control systems. The M60 in particular became the backbone of NATO armored forces during the Cold War, with variants serving into the early 2000s. The focus shifted to facing the Soviet threat. Massive waves of Warsaw Pact tanks. American tanks now had to balance firepower, survivability, and mobility on a potential European battlefield. 4. Vietnam. Tanks in the jungle. Vietnam posed an entirely new challenge. Dense jungles, guerrilla warfare, and poor road infrastructure made tank operations difficult. The M48 Patton was deployed primarily in support roles, guarding fire bases, convoy escort, and clearing enemy bunkers. Despite the terrain, tanks played a key role in psychological warfare and mobile firepower. But that didn't stop the U.S. from using them. It was also a reminder that not every war is tank-friendly, and adaptability would be key for future designs. 5. M1 Abrams, the birth of a legend. In 1980, a new titan entered the battlefield: the M1 Abrams. It was fast, powered by a gas turbine engine. It was deadly, with a 105mm gun, later upgraded to 120mm, and it was nearly impenetrable with chobham composite armor. The Abrams earned its stripes in the Gulf War. In Operation Desert Storm, it went head-to-head with Iraqi Soviet-era T-72s and destroyed them with ease. American tank crews had thermal imaging, superior range, and near-total dominance. The M1A2 variant brought digital systems, battlefield networking, and enhanced armor. It's still the primary U.S. battle tank, over 40 years later, because it keeps evolving. 6. Modern Era Digital Armor. Today's M1A2 SEP V3 is a tank fit for modern warfare. Upgrades include better sensors, a remote weapon station, improved survivability, and compatibility with active protection systems, tech that can shoot down incoming missiles. And it's not just firepower, it's about information warfare. Modern tanks communicate in real time, link to drones, and support infantry through networked combat systems. 7. The future, tanks of tomorrow. But what's next? The Army is already looking ahead with the Next Generation Combat Vehicle program. The goal? Lighter, smarter, more mobile vehicles that may even be optionally manned. Think AI-assisted targeting, autonomous systems, hybrid engines, and advanced drone swarms. The tank of the future might not be a tank at all, but a platform that adapts to every mission. From muddy trenches to deserts of steel, from the M1917 to the M1A2, American tanks have never stopped evolving. They're not just machines. They're a legacy of innovation, resilience, and battlefield dominance. This was Steel Beasts, the evolution of American tanks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and sound off in the comments. What's your favorite American tank? Until next time, stay armored.